Trust is as precious as it is precarious. It serves as the foundation of relationships, the silent bond that encourages us to believe in others. But what happens when that delicate thread is severed? How do we pick up the strands and weave them back together? In this video, we shall be talking about some uplifting quotes for those who are looking for guidance and resilience after experiencing the breaking of trust. The loss of trust can bring profound emotional turmoil and shake the very ground we stand on. The sudden rupture of trust can leave us feeling vulnerable and uncertain, as if the world we once knew has crumbled beneath our feet. However, it is from this upheaval that resilience is born. It is in the moments of darkness and adversity that we discover our inner strength and learn to rebuild our sense of trust and security. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, resilience emerges as we gather the fragments of our shattered trust and use them as building blocks to create a stronger, more resilient foundation. It is through this process of healing and growth that we not only bounce back from adversity, but also develop the capacity to thrive in the face of future challenges. Betrayal can only happen if you love. In this quote, John le Carré explores the connection between love and betrayal. He suggests that betrayal can only happen when there is love, highlighting the vulnerability that comes with deep connections. This thought-provoking statement reminds us of the delicate balance between trust and betrayal, emphasizing how love can leave us susceptible to heartbreak. In a world where love and betrayal coexist, le Carré's words remind us of the impact of our relationships and the choices we make within them. The liar's punishment is not in the least that he is not believed, but that he cannot believe anyone else. George Bernard Shaw delves into the profound consequences of dishonesty. He astutely points out that while liars are no longer trusted by others, the true punishment lies in the fact that they lose trust too. As they construct their lives on a foundation of lies, it becomes increasingly challenging for them to expect authenticity from those around them. Thus, the true toll of betrayal is isolation and loneliness. The only way to make a man trustworthy is to trust him. Henry L. Stimson tells us that to rebuild we must be vulnerable once more, to extend the hand first, to believe again. This quote reminds us of the power of trust in fostering reliable and dependable relationships. Trust is not just a one-way street. It is a reciprocal dynamic that thrives on mutual understanding, open communication, and shared experiences. When we choose to trust others, we create an environment where trust can flourish, paving the way for stronger connections and deeper bonds. Trust is like a mirror. You can fix it if it's broken, but you can still see the crack in that motherfucker's reflection. This powerful quote by Lady Gaga encapsulates the complex nature of trust and the lasting impact of betrayal. It serves as a graphic analogy that reminds us that while trust can be repaired, the scars of betrayal remain visible. This insight will undoubtedly resonate with those who have experienced the pain of betrayal, yet choose to move forward with open eyes, acknowledging the past and embracing the lessons learned. The best way to find out if you can trust somebody is to trust them. This evocative thought from Ernest Hemingway invites us to break free from the chains of skepticism and take a leap of faith. He encourages us to embrace vulnerability and open our hearts, knowing that by extending trust, we create the possibility of deep connections and meaningful relationships that can enrich our lives in countless ways. It is only through this act of trust that we may discover the true essence of human connection and experience the transformative power of faith. Trust starts with truth and ends with truth. Trust and truth are inseparable allies in any relationship, be it personal or professional. This quote by Santosh Kalwar highlights the paramount importance of honesty as the fundamental building block that lays the foundation for trust. By embracing transparency and integrity, we pave the way for genuine connections and the potential to rebuild trust even in the face of adversity. Trust is built and maintained by many small actions over time. Lasting trust isn't built overnight. It's formed through consistency, perseverance, and a series of deliberate choices. It requires the commitment to act with integrity, to follow through on promises, and to prioritize open and honest communication. Trust is like a delicate thread that is woven through the fabric of relationships, strengthened with each act of kindness, reliability, and understanding. This quote reminds us that trust is not a singular event but rather a continuous journey of building and nurturing connections based on mutual respect and reliability. We're never so vulnerable than when we trust someone, but paradoxically, if we cannot trust, neither can we find love or joy. This quote by Walter Anderson beautifully captures the paradoxical nature of vulnerability and trust. When we choose to trust someone, we expose ourselves to the possibility of being hurt, yet it is through this vulnerability that we unlock the potential for love and joy to enter our lives. This reminds us that in order to forge genuine connections with others and fully embrace the beauty of life, we must be willing to take the leap of trust and open ourselves up to both the blissful moments of happiness and the challenging moments of heartache. Betrayal is the worst, and the key to moving past it is to identify what led up to it in the first place. Charles Orlando wisely suggests that in order to heal and move forward, it is essential to not only acknowledge the betrayal itself but also to delve deeper into the circumstances that led up to it. By taking the time to identify the factors, whether they be miscommunication, unmet expectations, or other underlying issues, we can gain a clearer understanding of what went wrong and why. This introspection allows us to learn valuable lessons from the past and empowers us to build stronger and more authentic relationships in the future. You don't repair that relationship by sitting down and talking about trust or making promises. Actually, what rebuilds it is living it and doing things differently. Patricia Hewitt emphasizes that repairing a relationship is not solely achieved through discussions or promises of trust. True rebuilding comes from actively living the values of trust and taking actions that demonstrate a change in behavior. She is thus reminding us that actions speak louder than words when it comes to rebuilding and strengthening relationships. These 10 quotes about the breaking of trust serve as milestones on the journey to rebuild trust within ourselves and with others. They are reminders that, although the pathway to restore trust may be long and wrought with challenges, it is a path worth taking. While the scars of betrayal may never fully vanish, the wisdom woven within these breaking of trust quotes offers solace and inspiration. May they guide you towards a resilient heart and restored faith. For more inspiring quotes, visit www.carlacorelli.com.